Yo, two things we got to understand about God. God is himself. You dig? He's not trying to be you. He's not trying to be me. He's not trying to be anybody else besides who he is, which is God. And two, he's a rewarder. Yeah, those are the two things that he is. He is himself and he is a rewarder, right? He says about himself, I am God, right? There's none other besides me. And we have to remember that it is faith that pleases him, right? So in order for us to really understand who God is, we got to know that he is who he says he is. He ain't trying to be nothing else than what he says he is. And we got to know that he's a rewarder. Yeah. If you seek him, if you come after him, if you go after him, if you look for him, if you have a thirst for him, he is a rewarder of them that diligently, not just sometime, not just when I feel like it, not just when I'm in trouble, but diligently, all the time, every single time, every free moment, every open opportunity, I'm looking for him diligently because I know that what? He's a rewarder, man. He's a reward. He's got a reward with him. It's in his right hand, you dig? And as long as I'm seeking after him and searching after him diligently, I know. I'm not hoping. I'm not wishing. I'm not guessing. I know that he is a rewarder, right? He's God all by himself. And he was a rewarder, you dig? Listen, let me encourage you. While I encourage myself, I got to know who I am, right? At all times, I got to know who I am. And you got to know who you are, right? We don't need to try to be someone we're not, okay? And we don't need to try to be someone else. Just be who you are. And I'm going to be who I am, right? Because when we try to operate outside of those parameters, I don't care what you say, man, it's going to get you and I in trouble every time. Every time we try to operate outside of our lane. You know what I'm saying? That's stay in your lane. Every time we try to do something like someone else, we can't do it like them. We'll mess it up. Every time we try to speak like someone else, preach like someone else, walk like someone else, right? Live a certain lifestyle like someone else. It's never going to work. Why? Because I got to be me. I can't be you. God made me unique. He made me special. Fearfully and wonderfully made. You dig? It's only one of me. You dig? There may be several offsprings or offshoots, but there's only one, Levon says. You dig? I can't be you. And you can't be me. You can't break it down like me. You can't explain it like me. You can't understand like me. You can't reach like me. You dig? Only I can do my assignment, and I can't do your assignment. So you be you, the best version of you, and don't let no one else try to tell you to be something else, and don't try to follow after someone else. Be the best version of you. You dig? See, when I believe who you say you are, then that's when I can walk accordingly with you, right? But I got to believe what you say. I got to believe the words that are coming out of your mouth, right? They have to carry some weight. They got to mean something. Because if I don't believe what you're saying, then I'm not going to receive from you. It doesn't matter what you have. You can have blessings. You can have mercy. You can have forgiveness. You can have money. You can have love. You can have kindness. You can have joy. You can have humility. I'm not going to receive it because I don't believe the words that are coming out of your mouth, right? So we have to believe what we say about one another. That means I got to walk it out. I can't say one thing to you, but yet my lifestyle shows something else. Or the way I walk, the way I carry myself shows something totally contrary to words that I'm speaking. It doesn't work that way, right? So we have to walk it out. We have to believe that we are what God has called us to be. We have to believe we are what we say we are. Just like we have to believe when someone tells us something until they show us different. But I can't receive anything from you if I don't believe the words that are coming from your lips. So then the question becomes, are we seeking after what we say? You dig? The words that are coming out of our mouth, Are we running after those words? Are we seeking? Are we living it? You feel me? A lot of people can say stuff and they bump their gums, but then when you look at their actual lifestyle, it doesn't line up. So let's walk accordingly. Let's walk circumspectly to the words that come out of my mouth. If I call myself a man of God, man, I ought to be walking like it. If I say that I'm a minister, it ought to be somebody that I'm ministering to. If I say I'm just a loving person, it ought to be several people out there as witnesses that can say, yep, he's loving. Yep, that's him. You feel me? My words are to line up with my lifestyle, right? I should be chasing after those things that I speak, right? I should be fully invested, sold out. So I'm all in. All the chips is in on the table. I got skin in the game. You dig? So therefore, when I speak something, I'm not just talking out the side of my neck, but I believe what I'm saying because my lifestyle shows forth and other people can attest to that very thing. If I say, I give and I'm a giver, but can't nobody say, yep, he's a giver, then maybe you might want to check your giving. You dig? If you say that, you're very humble and full of forgiveness and mercy, but can't nobody report and testify how merciful you was to them and how forgiving you was to them because they did this or they did that, how humble you was when you could have snapped and gone ham. Again, does our lifestyle line up with the words that come out of our mouths, right? We got to believe that we are who we are, and we got to believe the words that we speak is exactly what we say we are and how we live and how we move. You dig? Because anything else, man, is falsehood. It's a lie. It's misrepresentation. You dig? And everyone I know that, lies or manipulates or leads people falsely, it's never ended well for them. Even in the short term where it may seem like they gotten over, but in the long term, it's never worked out well. So again, let's know who we are. Let's not try to be someone else, try to run with the Joneses, try to look like this person and exercise and have a body like that person and speak this particular way because someone else speaks that way. Be your authentic self. You dig? And people will receive that because then your lifestyle will line up with the words that speak out of your mouth and they can receive what you say. And then back up what you say. If you tell somebody you're going to be somewhere, be there. If you say you're going to do something at a certain time, do that. If you tell somebody that you're going to call them, call them. You know what I'm saying? Let's start keeping our word. You dig? And if you can't keep the word that you made, the promise that you gave, you know what I'm saying? Any kind of engagements that you were supposed to be a part of, call somebody. Let somebody know. Don't wait till the last minute and then you flake out and you back out and you can't make it and you got all these excuses. Just as easy and quick it is for us to pick up our phones, right? And do whatever we need to do. You can call someone and let them know, hey, I think this may come up. I think this might be a problem. And even if it doesn't work out to be a problem, you anticipate it and you let somebody know. So therefore, if things work out just fine, at least you gave them a heads up that there could be some issues, right? It's called respect, man. It's called loving others and doing unto others as you would want them to do unto you. If someone called you and said, yo, I'm going to be there at 4 o'clock. Now it's 3:15 and you ain't heard from them. You would like to get a call, a confirmation. Yo, I'm on time. I'll be there at 4. Or, hey, look, something came up. I'm running like 15 minutes late, but yet I'm still coming. Or, hey, look, emergency happened. I'm not going to be able to make it. And I just want to call you and give you enough time so it's not the last minute. Just little simple things like that, right? It will solidify who we say we are. So then people can trust the words that come out of our mouth because they know that we're going to keep our word. If we can't keep our word, we're going to let it be known. We're not just going to drop out and leave people hanging, right? If I tell my grandbabies that I want them to do a particular thing, you know what I'm saying? Listen, if you want to go outside, you can't just go out the front door and just go do what you want to do. You got to come to me, right? Come to me. Let it be known what it is that you would like or you're requesting or you're asking. Because if you come to me first, then I will reward you. I will, I'll honor you. I'll consider what you're asking. I'll think about what you're saying. But if you just get up and go do it, that's going to be a problem. But I'm telling you, come to me, right? If you need something, come to me. And so then when my grandkids, if they decide, I ain't listen, grandpa, and they go do what they want to do, guess what? Then you suffer the consequences from not listening, not being obedient. That means if I'm going out somewhere, right? Guess what? You may go, but you're not getting, if I stop at, McDonald's, or if I stop and get some candy, or if I go here, you don't get a chance to participate because you didn't listen to the instructions that I gave, right? But for those grandkids that receive what I said, because I'm grandpa, and I said it, right? And they heard what I said, they believed what I said, there was no doubting in what I said, and then they were obedient. They came and asked me, could they go outside? So because you were obedient and you did what I said do, then when it's time to get rewarded, guess what? You're going to get rewarded. Why? Because I'm going to keep my word. I said if you come to me and you make your request known, then I will answer, right? But it's when you don't come, there's a problem. God is the same way with us. He's the same way. He says, yo, come to me, right? Come to me with your prayers. Come to me with your requests. Come to me with your goals. Come to me with your issues and your problems. Come to me with your hurt and your pain. Come to me with your doubt and your fear. Come to me. That's what he says. Come to me, right? And then when you come to me, don't come to me thinking that I ain't going to listen. Don't come to me thinking that, I'm too busy. Don't come to me thinking that, well, this is all in vain. God's not going to move on my behalf anyway. No. When you come to me, you must believe that I am who I said I am. And you must believe that I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. Those are two requirements. There's no way around that. You cannot receive anything from God if you don't believe that he is who he says he is. And, right? We got to get past that first part. We got to believe that God is who he says he is. And we got to believe that he's a rewarder. Yeah, we have to believe that his reward is with him. We ain't got to necessarily sit and wait on it. We ain't got for him to, to do a whole lot to create it and make it. No, his reward is with him, right? And he's a rewarder. Yeah, he's a strong tower. Yeah, he's a lily of the valley. Yeah, he's a bright morning star. Yeah, he's the ancient of days. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a deliverer. Yeah, he's the lover of my soul. Yes, he's full of wisdom. You dig? But he says, I am a rewarder. That's what he says. So I'm saying that God is what he says he is. He says, I am a rewarder. And who do I reward? Right? Because I'm not just carrying around these rewards and not giving them to nobody. No. Who am I rewarding? The ones that diligently seek me. The ones that have a thirst and hunger. The ones that have a I want to. The ones that say I'm not going to quit. These are the ones, right? These are the ones that are diligently, constantly. You know what I'm saying? Every waking moment, every opportunity, they're looking diligently. They're not giving up. They're not getting tired. They're not quitting. You know what I'm saying? They're not, one day I'm all on God's team. And then the next day, I don't know, man, I'm thinking about quitting. No, they're diligent. Come hell or high water. You know what I'm saying? Come peace or come sadness. Come happiness or come, you know, great trials. It doesn't matter. Even if I wake up, I'm good today. I feel good in my body. I feel good in my mind. I'm excited about the day. Or if next week I wake up and I don't know what's come over me. I just seem to be in this funk. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to shake it off, but it's hard and I feel drained. Regardless, I'm going to be diligent. That's the key word. I'm going to be committed. I am sold out, right? I'm going to be diligent because I know he's a rewarder. And he rewards those that are diligent. He rewards those that go after his will. He rewards those that stay on their face. He rewards those that intercede in the gap. He rewards those that study to show themselves approved when it comes to his word. He rewards those that loves others because when they see others, they see themselves. He is a rewarder. You dig? Now let's read the scripture real quick. When we are pleased, it puts us in a disposition, right, to want to be a blessing, to want to do for others, right? Why? Because we've seen that you believe. We've seen that you've exercised faith, right? If my grandson, you know, asked me to fix his bicycle, but yet he doesn't believe that I'm going to do it. He didn't have the faith that I'm going to get it done, or I have the know-how, or even that I even cared that I heard the request. So what's going to make me be moved to want to fix his bike if he doesn't believe that I can do it? If he doesn't believe that I have the skills and capability? If I've told him that I'm going to fix your bike, and yet he doesn't believe I'm going to do it, what's going to put me in a pleasing mindset, a pleasing disposition, and a pleasing attitude to want to do it? You got to believe I am who I say I am, and I can do what I said I can do. So when I see that you have faith in what I'm saying, it puts me in a disposition to be pleased from your faith. And it makes me want to do that thing even more. You dig? Same way that God is with us. When we believe God for who he says he is and what he says he can do, and God sees our faith in believing what he said because of how we act, how we walk, how we talk, then he is pleased because of our faith. He's not pleased in necessarily the doing of what we did. He's pleased in our faith that we believed in what he said. And it's that belief that unctions us. It's that belief in the spirit that quickens us to want to do, to want to say, and to want to act what he said. And it's because of that faith that he sees in us that he's pleased. You dig? And when he's pleased, it makes him want to reward us. It makes him want to bless us. It makes him want to see about us. It makes him want to put us on top. It makes him want, you know what I'm saying, to anoint us. Because he sees that we believe who he says he is. And that our faith shows and is our backing that we believe who he says he is and what he can do. That's what pleases God. It's our faith. So the scripture is coming out of Hebrews chapter 11 and the 6th verse, right? And it says, but without faith, it is impossible. Again, it says, but without faith. That means you got to be operating in faith for it to be possible. Because without faith, it is impossible to please him. It's impossible to please God without faith. Right? For he that cometh to God, we got to go to God. We got to seek him out. That's the diligent part. We got to seek him, not him coming to us. We got to go seek him, right? It says, for he that cometh to God must believe that he is. That's first and foremost, out the gate, very top. We got to believe that God is who he says he is, right? And that he is a rewarder. So the second thing is, we got to believe that God is a rewarder. Not only that he is God, and he's God all by himself, but that he is a rewarder, right? He is a rewarder. And it says, he is a rewarder of them. Who? Those that believe God. He is a rewarder of them that who? That walk in faith. He is a rewarder of them. Who's them? Them that please God. He's a rewarder of them that diligently, faithfully, completely, totally, often, every opportunity, diligently seek him. You dig? That's the book. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Hebrews 11:6, you dig? I want to come on real quick on this Thankful Thursday and just let y'all know that, man, listen, we have to believe that God is who he says he is. You dig? That's off the top. We got to believe that he's God and that there's nothing that he can't do and that he wants to bless us. Why? Because we seek him. We search for him. We're diligent. We make a conscious effort. We put, our best foot forward in knowing his word and knowing his heart and seeking what he wants to do. Not always thinking about what we want to do and how we want to do it and not including him, but we include him in everything. We seek him. He's pleased when we seek him, right? Because in seeking him, we're exercising our faith. We're saying, God, I believe. I don't know how. I may not know when, and I may not know where, but I believe. And it's that faith that pleases him and causes him to want to give us rewards. You dig? So be blessed. Please share this video. Leave in the comments down below, what are you thankful for on this So Thankful Thursday? You dig? I'm so glad that God loves me. I'm so glad that he looks at the fact that I seek him. I'm diligent in my seeking him. I have a no quit attitude. I have a want to spirit. You dig? And that I know he's going to bless me because I know his reward is with him. And he's going to reward me because I search and seek after him. Let's search and seek after the God so we can receive his reward. You dig? This is your man, Levon. Be blessed on today. Remember, Lamella E, love, uplift, motivate, inspire, learn, laugh, encourage, and enlighten. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so you're always notified whenever I upload content. And please like and share this video. See you in my next one. I'm out.